Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about meeting people in real life, which is something I've talked about before, but this time I'm going to talk about the way that you actually travel to meet people online. So okay, we all know that having people that you subscribe to and that people that subscribe to you, it's called asynchronous communication, because basically someone puts something up and then at a certain time you watch it, and the same goes for when you put something up. People don't watch it, well, not everybody, instantly. They can even go back like a whole year if you just met and like, oh, I posted this video a year ago, like the falafel video or the Declaration of Human Rights collab video, which was about a year ago. So you build up this relationship online by following each other, and this is something I brought up in my master's thesis, how you combine different social media platforms to create two identities, basically your own and that other person, so that other person is built up based on all the activity performed on the different platforms. So you have this build up and you've been talking with someone for a year or something, and then you decide, okay, I'm going to go to this gathering, and that person says, I'm also going to go to this gathering, and you're going to be able to actually move away from the asynchronous communication to instant interaction, which is weird because it includes touching of different sorts. I know, very strange, very strange. So I mean, up until last year in 2010, I had not been to a gathering at all. Summer in the City last year was my first gathering. Although I had been to the Netherlands the year before that and traveled around, and but then I met people kind of one-on-one, which is a mini gathering of two, several times. After that, there's been, and especially this year, there's been a lot of stuff. I organized the Stockholm YouTube gathering, which was an amazing thing, and then we had a meetup later in the summer. I went to VidCon, which is kind of a gathering. I saw more than one person there. And then I also organized the Malmö gathering and went to the Copenhagen meetup just recently, which you probably saw. And if you're new to me, you should have to go watch it, because it's fun to see people interact with each other if they're YouTubers. I know, it's damn true. Anyhow, so I made a little fun list, and I want you to participate here. I made a list of how many different countries I've seen certain YouTubers. Obviously, people I've met once, there's going to be a lot of people. And also people I met twice in different countries. But then we get to whom have I met in 3 different countries. And I have a little cheat sheet here right underneath the camera. It's amazing. And the first one on the list is that I met in 3 different countries. Liane the Big World, who was here in Malmö just a few weeks ago for the Malmö gathering. And I met her last year at Summer in the City, and I met her in the Netherlands in 2009. So we have this autumn every year thing going on for 3 years. Then we have Tony Project Bloxfair and Miss Rosie Christina, whom I've met in England, Scotland, yes, they're 2 different countries for me, and the US. They're always, I always see them together. We're like this little weird trio. It's like, oh, look at them, look at them. Who else do I have? Charlotte R, whom I've also met last year for the first time in Scotland, and then in England a few days later. And then she came to Stockholm for the gathering in May, which was a lot of fun. I was really happy to have her there. Who else do I have on this little list? I have a Danish guy, Jose, we call him, HC. H2 to the Crizzle, how to pronounce that, whom I met first at VidCon and then in Malmö and Copenhagen recently, so it's very intense. And then we get to the 2 people I met in 4 different countries. It's amazing, super. And the first one is Sara Parker, whom I first met at Summer in the City last year. I then met her at the Stockholm YouTube gathering that I organized. She came over as well. I met her at her place in Germany while we were traveling Europe. And then like a week later or 2 weeks later, I met her again at VidCon. So you're one of the 2 people I met in 4 different countries. And the other person, of course, is Lidewij, whom I met at the Copenhagen Summit in 2009. She came to visit me in Sweden during Easter. I saw her at Summer in the City last year, and then of course I saw her at VidCon this year. So those 2 I've seen in 4 different countries, and I haven't actually seen Lidewij in the Netherlands yet, which is kind of weird. So this is where you come in. This is where you come in. Post in the comments the person that you have seen in the most amount of countries, the YouTuber like username, and let's see how many we'll get. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Dutch people will probably win, because they've seen each other probably in the Netherlands, in the UK, in the US, in the France, in the Luxembourg, in the Belgium. But it'll be interesting to see. So post in your comments which YouTubers have you seen in most... It's a very complicated question. Which YouTuber have you met in the most amount of countries? States are not included. Sorry, US. You're down to 1, maybe 2 Canada. 3 Mexico. So let me know that. That'll be fun. On Monday there will be a Halloween collab, which I am gonna start putting together now. It's very exciting, very exciting. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you have a really nice weekend whenever you're watching this. If it's asynchronous communication, you might be watching this in 2016. Hello, this is me when I was younger, and I will never be as young as I am right now. Meatloaf, a little bit there. Alright. Have a good one, and post in the comments how many people you met in different countries. Bye!